What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
I'm Hess.
Today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 6, Episodes 3 and 4, The Book of the Stranger, and Oathbreaker.
Not necessarily in that order.
I was going to say...
did I say it in the wrong order?
Yeah.
But I thought these were, again, two really good episodes.
Yeah, I think I liked the third. I don't know. I liked him. I still find Daenerys' stuff a little boring.
I did, but I did like it more this time than I did originally watching it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it maybe because like I knew where I was going, so I kind of like looked forward to some of the parts. But yeah, I thought these were both really, really good.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I enjoyed them. I'm ready for Ramsay versus Jon Snow.
You think that'll happen?
I don't know why it wouldn't.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
I'm ready.
one of the coolest episodes.
All you got to do is look at the titles of the rest of the episodes.
I don't do that. I looked ahead to the next two.
What were they called?
I can't remember.
So you looked, but didn't take note. You're like,
Yeah.
I wonder what these are. I'll forget that in 5
one
minutes.
was titled Ramsay Kills John.
No.
They just they start like, we don't even care anymore what the titles are. Just
No,
start
I think the
writing what
next
happens.
one was The Door.
Yeah, the door.
Yeah, the door, and then 3 doors down. I think was the next one.
No, I think it was The Window.
And then after that, it's the girl next door.
Or the wall.
Yeah, there you go.
Or the sweat dropped down my balls.
So Hess, just to get you a little excited for next week, the first episode for next week is probably one of the biggest episodes in Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was all over the news. I don't know how. Like once we get there, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, I've heard this," because it was so big when it happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would be hard not to have it spoiled for you. So if you haven't, that's good.
It's great.
I don't really watch the news all that much. So
It's definitely
It wouldn't matter.
It's a great episode. Not knowing. Yeah. Well, I told him just like because you don't watch it. I was at the gym like a week ago, and they showed the last scene of season 7 of Game of Thrones on CNN while I was there. And they just showing it on the news, and I was like, "Wow, good thing Hess isn't like at the gym because it would totally."
I like how you're
spoil
always
shit
like
for you.
surprised when people do that.
Well, I was surprised by that.
No, but I was watching.
that's just random.
It was 2 years ago. I was watching
I
a
almost
football
to-
show on HBO.
Oh, and
What's
they
it
talked
called?
about it.
What's it called? The fucking preseason shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, I didn't ask what I was talking about. What's it called?
Training camp, and it's not called training
Training
camp.
I'm gonna go.
Jesus
It's on
Christ.
HBO, right?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. Thank
Hard
you.
Knocks.
I like
You
watching
should have
like
known 'cause he loves hard
random
cocks.
second episodes, and they're all talking about the ending of Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
And I was like, you better not watch this because when you were watching it the first time.
That's funny.
But that's why, because it's the most popular thing on TV, so it's what
Yeah.
Right.
everybody's talking
Well, it's
about.
just like
and I get that, but I mean, it's just like he said, like just randomly on the end of
Well,
CNN.
it wasn't random. They
No,
just came out with a trailer and they're
it
talking
ma-
about their new season.
Well, but also it made sense for what they were talking about, and I almost just said why, but it would spoil it because you know what it has to do with.
Yeah, I can figure.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. But I almost blurted
Made
it
it
out.
this far. I really hope I can get through another 10 episodes, 11
Are you
episodes.
taking out your
Did you
cock?
just whip out your wiener?
We got him hard talking about the spoilers. He's like,
Can't wait for that
I
next
made this
episode."
far. Zzz.
Getting hot in here.
All right. Well, now that Hess
Yeah.
pulled his cock out, you want to get into this episode?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back real quick. There you go.
You're lucky you didn't zip that fucker up.
we just hear him. "Ah." Have you
Like
ever
the
zipped? Have you guys
bees.
ever zipped your cock up?
No, what am I, Ben Stiller?
I think I might have caught my nutsack once.
You
Just
think?
just barely though. Yeah.
I've done it 3 times. You definitely know when you do
my
it.
lord!
Because I did when I was little.
He's not very coordinated.
Yeah, when I was little, I'd slam my penis in the toilet a lot,
Okay, so
like the toilet seat,
yeah, he did
because I was really tiny.
Why didn't we lead with this?
because we didn't think about it.
I know.
Yeah.
Might have to cut this and put it up.
So like Saturday, was it Saturday? Saturday we were filming some shit for our vlog.
Mm-hmm. Go check that
Okay.
out.
Did you say mm-hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So he wants to jump. He wants to jump over this like trash can. It's like 4 feet tall. Like
It was taller than that. It's the size. It's a normal recycle bin, kind of.
Like
It was-
you pull out to the sidewalk.
no, it was like half that size.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Oh.
So he like, and I
And
go,
I-
all right, I'm just gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
Then
The first.
then it wasn't 4 foot tall. If it, like it would be like
No, it wasn't even close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a decent size. It's probably this is this table, maybe a little more. But like I wanted to clear it, and the first time I almost successfully, I can't talk, successfully did it. But then every other time he kept fucking with me and fucking with me.
I like just lifted my leg and he would like fall down.
Well, because I just expected him
He's
to
not
push me and
coordinated.
shove me to the ground.
I didn't have to.
I'll have to. Well, I'll have to definitely check that out.
It's a pretty interesting vlog. We did make a little bet in there, and Nick
I
lost.
Stupid.
Yeah.
You lost a bet.
Yeah, to me.
A basketball bet,
Yeah.
nonetheless. To this
Oh, wow.
motherfucker.
But so back to my penis story. When I was, just to give example, I'm not very coordinated when it comes to wieners. Oh, that's a good shirt. Top of the pop. It's a good shirt. When I was
For,
little,
like
'cause-
pedophiles.
oh, that's maybe not. But I would be too little for the toilet. And I'd slam my wiener, and I'd always cry, and Mom would have to help me. But so then sometimes not now.
Because you can't just lift the toilet seat up and pull
Well,
your
I was in
wiener
pain.
out?
I was a little boy, and I slammed the seat down on my penis. One time I bruised my balls, and I fell on a stool and hit my balls, and you had to look at them.
Yeah.
But I would zip up my pants, and then you just catch your penis a little bit. You never done that?
No.
Are you getting a call?
Tell me no.
It's the phone call.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Random Ramblings, where Hess gets phone calls.
I don't. Just hold on.
Hey, you know what I just thought about?
It's Josh.
Last week, he said it's a good thing we didn't do this around 5, because I got a bunch of phone calls.
It's 6.
Yeah, okay.
No, you have the wrong number.
For fuck's sake.
All right, no problem. Have a great night. Some fucking black guy asking for Dwayne Ellis.
Well,
That was racist.
might have to bleep that out.
That's not racist. There's some black guy. You sound like a big black guy. There's nothing wrong with that.
I want to bleep this out now just to make him
Did you
sound...
hear the phone laugh?
I can make him sound worse.
All right, let's not do that.
Because some beep. If it's just some beep.
Alright.
Okay, Game of Thrones season 6, episode 3, Attack of the Clones. Oh my god!
We're good. We're good. We're good.
All right, keep going.
Did you say Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, that's,
you, man?
that's my go-to.
Yeah, okay. All right, starts off with John waking up. He woke up last time, but now he's actually up.
Yeah.
You get to see his ass a little bit. That was cool.
You never see his cock though.
feel like
Even
he-
before he had a cloth on there.
Like from previous season, like it looks like he lost weight.
Well, I think they maybe made him kind of look like that because he was dead a bit.
I think he's doing acting.
Gotcha.
While he's dead,
Yeah.
I guess. No,
I
he
mean,
really
no
was.
carbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the reason I point out we don't see his cock, because like he's got a cloth on the episode before, and then he gets up here, you only like see a little bit of booty. When he's walking out of there, he talks to Tormund. And he's like, "They all think you're gods here."
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then Jon Snow's like, "Well, I'm not, or whatever." And then he's like, "Yeah, I know you're no god. I've seen your tiny cock."
That's so funny. I was laughing. I laughed like out loud.
You LOL.
That was really
did.
funny, but I was like, "Well, we didn't get to see Jon Snow's cock."
He said pecker.
Whatever. He says pecker, I
Maybe
say
that-
cock. Someone's breaking into Hess's
All
house.
right.
Swiper
Yeah,
the
here's
fox is back
stuff.
there.
I hear stuff.
You know how Tyrion says, "I drink and I know things." Hess says, "I hear stuff."
Wow, that's exciting.
So yeah, he wakes up. What?
Jesus Christ, that scared me. So he's like, "Roar!"
I just said no. No, I was gonna say that's probably why they didn't show his dick because he didn't want to. First of all, and second of all, they told you it was a tiny pecker.
Or they didn't want to show it because Kit Harington has a ginormous cock, and for continuity's sake,
You think he's just packing a hog? You think
Yeah.
he's just got a hog down there.
and if they showed that, then they can't make that joke about his tiny penis.
Maybe.
That's my theory.
Well, I mean, it's
I
just like
actually never even occurred to me.
You've
so-
never thought about Jon
Yeah.
Snow's cock?
Not till now.
I
no, but
when we
No,
watch,
but
when we watch Game of Thrones, me and Hess think about dick more than you do.
Obviously.
Did you just look off in the distance and say Rupert?
yeah, Joe doesn't like that.
That was rough.
But then it looked like he goes,
I mouth poop.
"Oh, poop." Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, you wake up. John woke up.
Yeah, so everyone's just like stunned. That's what I thought was kind of cool. I mean, because what would you do if someone just fucking rose from the dead?
Especially a guy that you just
I'd fucking start.
like killed and
Do you think
broke all your vows
Do you
for.
think on his birthday they're gonna start like hiding Easter eggs?
Nope, I don't think that's gonna
Giving,
happen.
giving like little chocolate bunnies around Winterfell?
No, no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I do. That's
Really?
That's the spinoff.
That's the whole spinoff. Is it, wow.
Yeah. And then so after everyone like freaks out, Melisandre talks to him a little bit and says, "Hey, what'd you see?" And he's like, "Nothing."
Yeah. Which
Nothing was
that
there.
that didn't seem to excite her at all.
And she's like, "Oh, didn't the Lord of Light come jerk you off or something?" Nope.
And he's like, no,
And then Gilly and Sam are on a boat. Go ahead, Sam.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. As soon as I typed it, I was like, "Motherfucker."
Hey, he did it first.
They're on their way to Old Town, and Sam really loves the boat, it seems like.
He loves it.
Did either one of you think this scene was extremely boring?
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit unnecessary.
Other than to be like, hey, they're on their way here. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, except it did say that, so, like, he can't bring her to where they're
Right.
going.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
Like there
of
were
it.
some little bits of it that were important, but I think it
I
lasted
didn't
a
think it was
little
that
too
bad.
long.
He did throw up 3 times.
Yeah, I don't care about him throwing
Yeah.
up.
No, I didn't want to.
So-
And they showed it all 3 times.
I know, and it's
Yeah.
always fun when you're like eating when you're watching a show, and
I thought you don't eat and watch Game of Thrones.
Jetty eats and does a podcast. Look at him.
I thought he only eats.
What are you talking
I
about?
thought he only eats burritos and watches Narcos Mexico.
Yeah.
that sounds racist.
You said it last
You
week.
said it last week.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I'm just quoting Hess.
Yeah. Fuck, your dog's on crack. Yeah, so the whole point of the scene was that he can't bring her to Old Town, so he's taking her to what's it called? Hornhill. That's where his family
Hornhill.
lives.
Hornhall.
He's gonna show him Daddy.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. His dad's a cool guy.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did we really meet him?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we meet him.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
cool.
He's a lot like
Why
Stannis.
do I feel like Gilly Hatterbaby's gonna have another baby?
No, he's a lot like Stannis if
Oh.
someone stuck like a hot poker up his ass.
I didn't know where you were gonna go with that.
So
Yeah.
so he's really spastic,
He's just a dick.
like his butthole's on fire.
Kinda. Well, you wait and see, and then you tell me after you watch it if his butthole's on fire.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
So that scene I thought was really boring, and then the next scene after that is one of the coolest scenes, to me.
It's up there.
We get to see young
It's a-
Ned Stark.
We see a flashback. We got Ned and we got Mira's
So
father.
before you explain anything,
Okay.
Hess, what did you think of this scene?
I thought it was cool. Obviously, I think it's funny how. Oh, God.
Did you watch last week's podcast at all?
Which one?
The last week's.
The one you're in.
Well, because when your dog was squeaking or barking, yelling at Nick, I put subtitles for what your dog
Wow.
was saying in the podcast.
I did not get there.
I just thought about it right now. But yeah, so
I thought it was cool. I think what they were trying to hit on is they were trying. Well, just me. I think they were trying to hit on like trying to show Bran. What's his name? Bran.
It's Bran.
Bran. Yeah, Bran.
Bron's a different guy.
Yeah, that should show him like oh my father had to kill him. He told me, but it's just like like he's naive. Like that's his dad. He's obviously gonna believe him, but like maybe it's like a little bit of an eye opener. Like wow, just because someone said it happened this way, it didn't necessarily happen that way.
Yeah, the winners tell the history.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's songs about Ned Stark and how awesome he was, and
Yeah.
how
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, no, I really like this scene, especially
And how would
'cause-
you like to be that old man that just sits there for 1,000 fucking years waiting for his bitch ass to show up?
yeah, that'd be terrible.
Fuck that.
Well, especially because like
That-
that guy knows everything too, so he's just like, oh, it's gonna be 1,000 years till he gets here.
Yeah.
he can pace himself. I don't know what the fuck.
But
That
so
would suck.
you can go on and explain the scene.
Do I need to explain the scene?
I don't know.
So okay, so it's Ned and Mira's dad,
Mhm.
and then some other people, and they are coming up to
The castle where
That's
is
where
it Lyanna?
Yeah, it's
Ned's sister is, right?
yeah. She's in a castle. They come up and they say, "Why weren't you fighting with with your prince?" And they go, "Because he told us to guard her here."
He wants us here. Yeah.
So, so if you're watching Game of Thrones so far, you know that he kidnapped her and raped her.
Yeah.
And then after he rapes her, he put up her in a castle and said, "Hey, could you guard, make sure nothing happens to her?" Because that's what you do when you rape somebody.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
like,
remember-
keep him on deck or what?
And remember too, like we got the stories from I forget the guy's name. I almost called him Solomon Grundy.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
What's the guy's name? The old dude that died, that new Agar or whatever. The guy that was raped and killed her, Rhaegar, whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The guy that was Daenerys. Old man died.
Barristan Selmy.
Barristan Selmy.
Solomon Grundy.
Barristan Selmy, Solomon Grundy. Those are close.
Yeah, that was close.
It really
Fuck
fucked up
me.
my head when I said that.
You just said the old guy that died. I was like, there's like about 20 of those.
No, I didn't. I said the old guy with Daenerys that knew the guy that raped his
You
daughter.
didn't say Daenerys the first time.
You knew. What other old guy would I be talking about?
I thought Aegon Targaryen.
But we got his stories of how much of a nice guy he was too, and all that.
So, the guy with two swords is supposed to be like the fucking badass.
Yeah.
Which obviously
But you can tell because
he fucking killed everyone.
Even Bran was like, "Oh, he's
That's it.
better than my dad."
He's like that's Sir Arthur Dane.
Yeah,
And then Yoda was like, he is far superior.
Yoda.
I mean, fuck, he's just like mowing
No,
people
no.
down. So yeah, so Mira's dad stabs the guy in the back of the head, and then Ned finishes him off. So technically, Ned did kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
but
guess.
Is someone growling?
what
What is
what
that?
is happening? Someone drilling?
I mean, I don't know. I'm in here with you.
Well, but like, now it stops when we talk about it.
I thought it was a dog growling over there.
It was really. I don't know what that sound was or whatever. We can
You know
move
what?
on.
It sounded like a controller.
Well, I think it seemed a little louder than that.
Oh, maybe. Anyway,
Your fucking face, Drew.
Oh, I was like really confused on what that was.
He was thinking hard.
I mean, we
Well,
could,
at first I
we could
thought
always
it-
just go see.
At first, I thought it was mom with the sander, but I was like, well, she'd be sanding that door, so I don't know what else she'd be doing.
So this scene, all right, I gotta see what that is.
Is it out the window or is it out there? It's outside. Oh yeah. Someone like working on their car? Oh, is it that truck right there? Wow. Well, if you hear someone drilling on a truck, our neighbor decided to work on his car right now. Doesn't he know we're doing a podcast?
It more than likely won't even show up. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean
A lot of
half the
times I don't
time you
hear
can't
that
you
stuff,
can't hear
but-
the cars into the background that we hear.
Yeah.
Half the time either. We'll just have to learn to ignore it.
As he looks behind him.
I was like, maybe it's in my
Well,
house.
Siri or Alexa just went bing, bing.
You know,
I thought.
The adjective just is usually defined as guided by reason, justice, and fairness. The adverb just is usually defined as within a brief preceding time.
Swear to God, this is like the.
there's a reason this podcast is called Random Ramblings.
Yeah.
It should be called. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Where were we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ned's dad. I mean, Bran's dad.
Okay, so. Oh, Christ. Anyways, so.
Do we want to get him just to come in here and drill?
I know.
Do the same fucking thing.
Maybe he can build us a basement or something.
Yeah, baby.
Like,
Thanks.
so this scene is extremely important,
Yeah, this is
and it cuts off. And when Bran says,
I know.
father.
we'll get more of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the last time you'll see this area.
I'm very intrigued to see more of that. Because the guy's like, history's already done. Like, you can't change history. And then he goes, no, he heard me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
So
ooh.
do you think he heard him, or do you think in history he just turned around there?
Do you think like maybe one of the dead guys farted? And
He's like, what the fuck was that?
Sir Arthur Dane.
I think he heard him.
That you heard him?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I love when they get into this time travel shit with Game of Thrones.
It's
Because
a tale as old as time.
What's cool about it for me is I love this time travel shit, and you fucking hate it.
It's so dumb.
So like it throws it into your favorite show of all time, which is so great.
I like seeing young Ned, and I like the.
Is that his rap name?
Yeah, I like seeing where it's going. But I don't need Bran doing his interrupting thing.
See, I like
I
that.
thought they did a decent job picking young Ned. I mean, I can kind of see.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
Ned.
stretch, but yeah. No, he,
Like,
I
kinda
think it's close enough. Close
Yeah.
enough where the guy shows
Yeah.
up and you're like, oh, I can kind of tell it's Ned.
yeah, and he's supposed to be really young there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. The question is he showing him this to prove that his dad's a liar, or is he showing him this because this is an important piece of history he's showing him?
I'm sure it's a very important piece of history.
What do you think the important piece of history is?
I think
Couldn't tell you.
just like last time, I think it's a mixture of everything to show him, hey, your family's full of liars, and this is important. And I think it's just a mix of everything.
The whole
Everything that's like you go to has like multiple reasons to be there.
Yeah, I think that's true. Plus, if someone's the prince who's promised, this is pretty important.
Yeah.
So Daenerys is brought to the temple with the widows. They had that long stretch with her fucking walk. It's fucking walking.
It is very, very boring. Can we just skip her stuff? Or?
Pretty much. So and
It's not really important until next episode.
No, not really. I mean, basically, they're gonna bring her to that temple.
I mean, I thought how episode 4 ended was pretty cool, but it was very predictable to me, at least.
No, yeah.
Well,
I mean, not
Sure.
exactly, but you can you could see where it was going. I think once they get there.
I don't know if the outcome was predictable.
What, as in, what do you mean?
Like the first
I
time
knew-
I
I
watched
knew
it,
when-
I didn't
I
know
knew
how
when-
she was gonna get out of it.
Oh, I did. I knew as soon as she was in that room, I go, she's locked him in. She's going to set the fucking place on fire.
I knew when she was in the room. I meant when she was going there. I didn't know how she was going to get out of the predicament.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right.
I didn't know that, but I figured she's gonna do something to. I originally thought like when she's like, "Oh, you guys are gonna help me," she was gonna be like, get like a dragon there or something.
Yeah.
But then she got to that room and there's all that fire, and I was like, "Oh yeah, she's just gonna burn them all."
Yeah, once she's in there, then it's predictable. But it wasn't predictable the fucking hour and a half before that of the two episodes. Is what I meant.
But I think it's
I got you.
I think it's predictable in the way that you're like, okay, well, she's not gonna be stranded here, so what's the point of even pretending like she is?
For sure.
That's
I
how
guess,
see it.
but I meant like, how is she gonna get out of this?
Yeah, well, nothing's predictable like exactly.
But I also thought in season 1, how was Ned gonna get out of this in the same predictability?
Right.
that's true. But
And they chopped his head off.
yeah, but I think the show is less crazy like that now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we also thought that Ned was important when he wasn't.
Yeah. No, yeah, totally.
This is
But
true.
I don't think the show has taken any risk like that since they did that.
No, until they cut off Tyrion.
That can't happen.
Varys talks to, I guess her name is Vala, the girl, the whore that like got a couple people killed, a couple of the Unsullied killed. Threatens her son basically, and says,
I really like that scene of those.
"Yeah, it was really cool." So he's like, "Hey, I know what you did.
Mhm.
Here's money. Go start a new life."
He's like, I got 2 tickets on a boat with you and your son, or
Yeah.
a girl and her boy.
Yeah, or you can just get killed by me or them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much of a choice for her,
Yeah. But that's kind of how he rolls.
yeah,
It's either his way or the highway.
right. So did Mom let the pig in, or
I guess so, yeah. I put Phoebe outside so we can do a podcast. Mom lets her in, and then that guy starts working on his car.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Very fun tonight.
And then she's just gonna shut her door and ignore the whole thing, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Perfect.
Tyrion, Missandei, and Grey Worm
This was a
Almost.
really funny scene.
almost played his little drinking game where he's like, "Hey, so you're don't have a penis," and but then he's like, "Oh no, I guess you would have to drink too."
I like that too. He's
Yeah.
like, we can play this game without drinking. He's like, so if I win, you drink, and if I guess you do have to drink.
Yeah. And that's when Varys like comes in and basically tells him that it's the masters from the other cities that are funding the Sons of the Harpy. Yeah.
I really like reminds me a lot. Was it season 3 that Tyrion was in charge a little bit? Or was it 2?
2.
Reminds me a lot of that, except it's a little better because like I feel like he kind of
He does-
He's not.
yeah.
He doesn't have like Cersei be like, "Oh Tyrion, what are you doing?" Like,
Or
wasn't there?
Or the king.
Yeah, so like he can
I
kind
almost
of
called him Tommen.
he could do more here. I find it very enjoyable.
He
him
almost
in
does a
charge.
little too much in these episodes.
You think so?
Yeah, a little bit
Hmm.
at the end. Yeah, I mean, he says that they're getting funded by these other cities, and it's like, oh, really? That's crazy. Like, they've had slaves for 1,000,000 years. You come in, wipe them all out, say, all right, no more slaves. Then you go to the next city, all right, no more slaves. Then you come to this city, and the people with all the money go, no, we still want the slaves. And you're surprised on who's funding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that part. Like once you say that, you're like, oh, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Pretty good that Varys has all his little birdies.
Yeah, he's getting new birdies there.
Yeah.
He finds everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of birds, Qyburn's now got his.
Yeah.
So you get dirty little kids and give them butterscotch, and you know everything. You know every secret in the world.
Basically, yeah.
Is the whole. That's the
Candy.
moral. That's the moral of the story.
Candy is the way to everyone's heart.
I guess.
Do you want to continue talking, and I'll go put her back outside?
Sure.
Okay. Because she's not gonna
Perfect.
stop.
It's Songs of the Harpy, right?
Sons.
Oh, it is Sons. Okay.
Yeah. So Qyburn's giving them like butterscotch and shit. Isn't that
Right.
weird though?
It is weird, but I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
you bribe a kid with candy.
So basically,
They obviously didn't teach stranger danger back in Game of Thrones times.
no, there's no stranger danger in Westeros. Is that what you're
I
saying?
would have probably shit my pants if that big ogre walked in.
Yeah, then they weren't even afraid of his ass.
No.
They're like, "Do you got more candy, motherfucker?"
Yeah, they're like, candy, please.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So then, like,
Pretty big.
Cersei and the Mountain and Jamie, they all like, they just fucking walk into the small council meeting, and that's where. Did you hear?
They pretty much hijack it. Like,
But before
well,
they
you can't make a slave.
Pycelle shits himself.
yeah. I like how it said, like I had subtitles on it said, farts.
Yeah.
I was laughing.
Wait, because he's just going on, and then that Qyburn guy, he's crazy, and then it was awesome. What did you think about the fart scene?
I didn't even know he farted.
Shut up.
He farted in that scene? I knew he got like scared because he was talking shit. He farted?
He basically shit himself.
Yeah. It even says farts in subtitles. Like,
Oh, see, at this point, I wasn't watching it on subtitles. Because I watched it with
What do you
subtitles
do?
at the gym, like I'm on the treadmill, but I was done at this point.
Yeah, so Cersei and Jamie and the Mountain walk in, and Jamie's like, I'm supposed to be here, and then they're like, well, and you can't kick us out, and then the other two are like, well, you can't stop
you
us
can't
from
make
leaving.
Us stay.
Yeah.
So it didn't
Wow.
really go down too good.
Very fitting.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then Tommen goes and talks to High Sparrow, and he basically has him in the palm of his hand.
The High Sparrow does?
Yeah, don't you
Yeah.
think he just like?
I think
"Oh,
so, yeah.
Come here, let me talk.
It
to
was
you."
like, oh, can I sit down? That's my
Well,
knees.
he's a
And then he
little
sits
kid,
down,
man.
and then he's like, oh, sit down
Easily.
here. Well, I think he can do that with a lot of people, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I still fucking hate this guy.
do you think he would have done
Yeah.
that with the previous kid?
No, I think the previous kid would
Oh.
have.
Joffrey would have
Would've.
fucking cut his head off like
Yeah.
6 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be really interesting to see like how it would have went down if this went down when.
Here we go. He wants an alternate universe.
Yeah, when Joffrey was like in charge.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be cool just to
Hey,
see?
wait, for a second, and then kill him back.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
yeah,
an
it's
alternate
just like an alt. They
universe
do
is?
like an alternate 6 episodes, and then
Get
it's like,
Flash run in there, fuck up
6
the timeline.
episodes.
oh, now I can put Flash in there.
Anyways, we're moving on.
You should learn how to animate, and you could do it.
Yeah.
I would need a voice actor and.
Has could do it.
I could do
you
voiceover.
you could be Joffrey. Show me your Joffrey impression. This is your.
I have to.
This
I
is.
have to. I really have to study him.
I was gonna say
Shut
this is
the
your
fuck
audition
up.
right now.
I'm really trying to.
Okay,
Think.
well then do
I wanted to take
for
his
your
arm.
audition tape. Do an impression of anybody on Game of Thrones right now.
Anyone?
Anybody you want.
Anyone?
I bet-
Anyone.
Do Hodor.
You can't do Hodor.
Hodor.
Anybody but
Hodor.
Hodor.
Could I be Osha getting my
Are you gonna ride drum?
neck
Sure, you
neck sliced open?
come sit in my
We haven't
lap.
got that far yet. That's a spoiler.
Come sit in my lap and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would pay money to watch Hess sit on your lap.
Me
Oh,
too.
God.
I'd pay
Next time
money
I
to
come
have him
over.
sit in my lap.
I know you would. You
Well,
do, every
yeah,
night.
I've already put it in. I put it in Abby's ear that I want to come over one of these times, and I want to do like a drink cast.
Well,
And
okay.
so She'll have to play with the dogs or something, or the pig or something.
That's fine. It scared me that you said you put it in Abby's ear.
Yeah.
Just gotta put
He was
that out there.
he was fucking her in the ear, and he was like, one day I want to go to their house and do a drunk podcast.
Hey, last night I put it in Abby's ear.
Well, no one ever said I was a god.
He just made a small penis joke about himself.
Small
Does
penis?
that mean all gods have huge cocks? Is that true?
I don't think so.
I mean, if you're a god, you'd give yourself a huge cock, wouldn't you?
But do the gods create themselves?
Would you really, though?
I guess you could be like, huge cock.
I don't believe in gods, so
Well, gods don't believe in you.
fuck them.
You wanna? That might make your asshole bleed if you fuck a god with that huge cock.
Wow.
Well, I wouldn't get fucked.
You just said fuck them. You gotta take turns. You fuck them, they fuck you.
You don't take turns. That's not how that works.
If you're fucking a god, they do what they want. Then he could snap his fingers
Will
and
you
make you
shut the fuck up?
you be like, "Ooh, I love cock," and then all of a sudden you're all up down on.
Now, if
his
I don't
ding
believe in
dong.
them, they'd be like, and I go, what, you got rhythm?
No, because then they're proving they're real to you.
Yeah, and they snapped. Are you dancing?
No.
Good answer. So Arya's getting her ass beat by the waif again. Easy for me to say.
That was a cute little montage of her. Like they should play with some Rocky music where they like, and then like, she also
beat her
catches the stick though.
She catches the
And
stick,
she
and
knows
she also tells the truth about the hound. Finally,
Yeah.
you know,
Crossed him off her list, or took him off the list, removed him from the list.
before he died.
Yeah,
That was cool. Do you miss the hound, Hess?
A little bit, yeah.
I missed
do.
the hound.
I love the hound. And then Ramsay gets a visit
I
from.
mean, did we ever really get clarification that he's actually dead?
You said he was dead, so we're going around for what
You said that he lost the fight to Brian.
And you said he's dead multiple times, so we're just going off what you say.
Oh, okay. So that means he'll be back?
We can't say.
I can't say.
I can't confirm
Maybe-
or deny that the actor comes back or not.
He
That's a
might.
good shirt.
That is a stupid shirt, and no one would ever buy
You
it.
say
I can
everything's a
neither
stupid shirt.
confirm nor deny.
It's like on the back. People are like, "What the fuck does your shirt say?"
You go, I can neither confirm or deny. And like, I'm sorry I asked.
He lost his mind.
That was funny. That was funny.
Probably why you laughed.
And I told Taylor about how you said Pleeka's new motto should be because like in our vlog, the part where Damien goes, "You shouldn't have tried that."
Oh yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, that'd be really funny," because like how like in the beginning, like it goes like, "Pleeka, you shouldn't have tried that." She really liked that.
Yeah. Kind of getting that feeling on this podcast.
Well, random ramblings. You shouldn't have tried that.
Yeah. I rest my fucking case. Ramsay gets a visit from the Umbers. They seem to not like the Starks too much, or anybody else for that matter.
Yeah.
And so he's talking to the cars. He's talking to Ramsay. Calls his dad a fucking whatever he called him, a cunt or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Ramsay's kind of not buying his stuff, but he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a present for you. Here's Rickon." He goes, "How do I know that's him?" And he's like, "Oh well, here's his wolf's head."
Pulls the dire wolf's head out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Were you surprised
that
that
was
that
bullshit,
Rickon came
dude.
back?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I guess I hadn't really thought about him, so yeah. it
Neither did we.
surprised me a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit.
always a Stark. They're like, "Oh right, he's a Stark," and in the show.
Yeah.
He did grow a little bit.
And now John and the Wildlings are going to go and fight for him.
Yeah.
Well, he's their brother. They didn't forget about him. We just did.
It's going to be an
It'd be
interesting
funny
fight.
if he's reading. He's like, "Oh, we have your brother Rickon." He's like, "Oh fuck yeah, we put brother
He's like,
Rickon." I totally
Fuck, I
forgot.
forgot about Rickon. He's that little kid that no one talked about.
Yeah,
Rickon?
I thought he was burnt.
And then we got the last scene.
Dun,
So we say bye-bye to Ollie?
Oh, this scene was
Thank
fucking
God.
great. I love when
Yeah,
they kill him.
I enjoyed that a lot.
I did-
I was a little chubby watching that fucking thing.
I did want to
Hey,
say...
wait, hold on. Pull out your cock.
No.
What?
No.
Oh, you want me to pull it out?
Yeah.
All right.
Huh. Did you just zip up your wiener?
I don't know why I find that so
Did
funny.
you hear Ollie's last words?
Fuck off.
He's joking.
You didn't
just
get.
put your wiener back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to let it hang out.
His dogs might try to lick it.
They
I'm not planning
wiener.
to-
They are wiener dogs.
Does your chain hang low? Does it? No, just kidding. That didn't make any sense. It did, but it didn't.
Nah,
Did
more
it?
didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last scene.
forgot-
He hangs all those fucking bitches.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank God.
He killed
Thank
Babyface.
God. He had to.
Did you guys
He had
ever look at that scene and look at him and think, yeah, he does have he looks like a baby that grew up?
No.
And then, the very last time you see them, their faces went, full ding-dong mode. I was going to say...
What does that
I was-
mean?
I was going to say something else, but I didn't want Jerome to have to bleep something.
Now he's just gonna have to call you
So-
back instead.
Oh, god damn it, he froze. He went full ding dong mode. Welcome back. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. I summoned the phone call.
It's the wrong number.
Oh, is that same guy calling you back?
Can't you put that shit on vibrate then?
You should answer and say, "Listen, motherfucker, quit
Hey,
calling me."
You want to be on the podcast?
Yeah,
Put
ask
it-
ask
put
him
it
what he
on
thinks about Game of
speaker.
Thrones.
Bueno. Bueno. ¿Cómo estás?
Don't fucking know Spanish.
No, he's like, uno, dos, tres.
Did you just hit your phone? Is that your phone's fault?
Yeah.
I almost dropped it.
So you smack it?
Was it hot?
Very.
I mean,
Very.
like he dropped it.
Hey, real quick before we get into the second episode.
We're not. We're still on the first episode.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Cool. Well, I'll wait. No, I was just going to tell you, I made it onto a magazine cover.
Oh my god.
Something wrong with this motherfucker. Like something seriously wrong with him.
Who did someone make that for you?
Yeah. This is the magazine for smart losers.
Well, that's definitely one that you should be on.
I became a
I
nerd
became voluntarily. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
like 30.
You should have it like frames behind you of a bunch of different fake magazines that you made it on. That'd be good.
Yeah. Can you still do that at Walgreens? Do they still have those?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
No one does them though. Like they used to have.
How
Like,
cool would that be though to put 50 magazine covers with my face on it behind me?
That'd be pretty cool.
Really.
I like that.
Would it though?
I like that idea.
Like what magazines? Playgirl.
Anything.
You'd be laying on a rug on Playgirl.
This is your time right here to make a couple magazine covers with my face on.
Oh, great. No, I got work to do. I was trying to give Hess a fucking
fucking-
hobby.
He's not even gonna get that far. Why even bother?
That's true. He won't
I'm
even
gonna
know.
watch the whole.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I'm
gonna watch the
gonna,
whole-
I'm gonna
Okay.
do that, Hess.
You said that last
Yeah.
time.
I'll get right on it.
So, anyways, the one last thing I want to
Excuse
say
me.
before you burp, I do like the fact that after John hangs him, he's like takes his cloak off, hands it to Ed, and says, "My watch has ended."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done.
And he's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And it's it's till you die. They killed me, so I'm no.
Yeah.
I was so happy because I always wanted him
Nice
to
little
take.
loophole there, eh?
I don't know if that's a loophole. They fucking killed him.
Well, yeah,
well,
but,
I mean,
but
it's a
he,
little
he,
loophole.
he saw a way out.
Yeah, I guess.
He's like,
technically
now
that's a
I'm
loophole.
free, John.
Yeah, it's not a loophole people are looking for. I put it to you that way.
Now I can fuck bitches.
Get money. Take names.
He can fuck bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, episode 4, Book of the Stranger, and I honestly just watched it and have no idea why it's called that. I forget totally. Like it's almost like it went in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday, and I don't know why it's called that either. What is going on? Are you okay?
I know.
Yeah.
Did you sound like a neck twitch? What happened?
Someone like
No, I
someone
was reading a Bleacher Report notification. Sorry, but it was about Sean McVay.
you'll probably get a few of those in the next coming weeks.
Clear that bubble.
So it opens up again with John like leaving basically,
Yeah.
and then Sansa shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I was
cool.
like, what?
I kind of forgot that she showed up there until
Yeah,
she
me
did.
too.
The funny thing is that they never got along. They
Yeah.
weren't close. So
yeah.
it's weird
No,
that
yeah, they hated each
But they're
other.
probably like, we're the
Well,
only family we have left.
I don't know if they hate it. They hate each other like brother and sister hate each other. I think
Right.
they just didn't.
Sure.
They weren't
Well-
close. It's not like Arya and John.
They-
She
Yeah, they
even
didn't
brings it
see eye to
up.
eye.
She's
Yeah.
like, can you forgive me? And he's like, you weren't that bad. She's like, forgive me. And he's
Yeah.
like, fine.
He's like, okay, you're doing it again.
Yeah, and he's like, I probably wasn't helpful pouting in the corner.
Simmer down now.
But I like their
And he
conversation
was, if you
together.
remember back in season 1, he is totally emo.
Yeah.
So I could see him
He has a
like
little
sitting
hair
there-
covering one
yeah.
eye. He was,
But
like,
then as
listening
soon
to
as they're
Panic at
done
the
with that,
Disco.
she's like, we have to go get Winterfell.
Yeah.
And if you don't help me, I'm going to do it myself.
Then he's like, fucking come down, okay?
And he's like, Jesus, I just fucking killed a bunch of people. I'm sick of killing people.
Yeah, he's tired.
And then Bran confronts Melisandre sort of with Davos there. She's like, I killed Stannis, which she literally says. So everyone who says Stannis isn't dead, she said she killed him.
She could be a liar.
Yeah.
She could be a liar.
No
She
one
hasn't lied in the show yet, but she could totally be a liar.
That you
Yeah,
know
I
of
don't-
because
I don't
she's
find
so
her
good
to
at
be a
lying.
liar.
What?
I don't find her to be a liar, but
No.
I mean,
She named
you know.
her fucking sword Oathbreaker.
Yeah, because
Oathkeeper.
she.
Keeper, breaker.
I was
fuck
gonna say
off.
because she breaks the oath all the time of not lying.
I thought you were gonna make a breaker 19 joke or something.
He doesn't know what that shit is.
I don't know what your shit is.
Good. Keep it that way.
No, yeah, I think she's telling the truth.
Yeah, so Stannis is dead. Fuck him.
Right in the ass.
Then Littlefinger. Oh, I did it again.
Letty fingers back.
Littlefinger.
Letty fingers back.
Littlefinger.
Littlefinger shows up somewhere, and you got
It's like some
Robin of the
field.
Vale. He's like shooting an arrow. He's like, Uncle Peter, and then runs
know.
over to him.
Yeah, pathetically shooting arrows.
Yeah, drops the shit, runs.
There's
to
a
him.
huge theory out there that this little boy is gonna end up like saving everything in Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah, that like because like I guess there's some prophecy of like some dumb person that becomes like a good fighter or something. So there's a huge theory that he's gonna all of a sudden in the last season take charge.
Could be Sam.
Don't see that happening at all.
I don't see that happening either.
But because when we did that theory podcast, that was one of my read. I was like, I'm not reading that on there. That's stupid.
That would be
It'd
devastating.
be kind of funny.
No,
Like at first, if like he thought he was, and then like
They just
he
killed him.
started doing good, and then just got like shot in the head with an arrow.
yeah. Dude, White Walkers shoot arrows?
They do now.
Sure if they get their hands on
But
him.
basically, I liked how I forget the guy's name, but he walks over and he goes
The
to-
guy who thinks he's running things.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, last time I saw you, you're taking Sansa back to the Fingers, and now she's married to Ramsay. What
Yeah.
happened? He's like, well, I only told one person. I told you. Hey, Robin, what? And he's like, throw him to the moon door. He's like, what?
Yeah,
And so, I mean,
because
so
he's all hot. He's like, oh, he brought me a hawk.
yeah. And so, like, Littlefinger's kind of, like, I don't know, he's kind of, like, flexing a little bit.
Yeah, with this scene happened, and then this like, I remembered where this leads to a little bit later on with him here, and then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that until later on in this episode, and then I was like, oh fuck yeah.
So then he's like, hey, we should go help your cousin. He's like, oh, yeah, she's my cousin. Okay, let's go help her.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we should save her, and Littlefinger's like, my thoughts exactly. Like kind of
Yeah.
playing along, like, wow, you're smart. You thought just like me, even though he
Yeah.
controlled the entire situation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all he is. He's just a manipulative fuck.
Yeah.
A really good manipulative fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what I mean.
It's funny in
Yeah.
that game, Quantum Break. He's like the same character except time travel and jumping through
Yeah.
shit. Like he does the same shit in that
Yeah.
too.
I love that game.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Which is weird because you'd think you would love that game.
I did too. It was weird. That game was weird because like you watched the episode 2 with it, and then like we would have different shit going on in our games.
Thought he was leaving.
He's like,
I had-
talk
I had
about
to
games. I'm
speed
out
up.
of here. But yeah, that game was cool. I'm a little disappointed they never made a sequel.
You never know.
That's
Yeah, you
true.
never know.
They can make one 4 years down the road.
The Littlefinger stuff made me wonder.
About what?
Littlefinger stuff.
Like stuff that can't talk about.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's all bullshit, so I'll just get on with it. But like,
Do you want to do a
it's
earmuffs
such a
moment?
The more that I see Littlefinger, and especially like what he said in this little scene, makes the other shit bullshit. But anyways, we'll get on with it. Tyrion and Varys, they meet with the slaver guys. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
the dudes in charge that
Yeah.
that are
Guys.
funding the
this
guys from Scream.
yeah, Sons of the Harpy. And Tyrion's like, you know what? You take 7 years.
I think this was a little smart on Tyrion's part because like he made sense. Like you can't end war in a day, can't end slavery in a day.
I agree. The problem is
But the problem is telling that to people that were enslaved and telling that to Daenerys and stuff like that will be difficult. But it is a smart way to go about things, I believe.
I kind of agree with you. Like he's trying to do good.
Mm-hmm. Because you have to try to appease both
Is he a
sides
little- I
by
feel like it
getting
might be
their way.
A little bit over his head, though. Like in a little bit over his head. No.
It's just not Westeros.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But I'm sure there'll be a solution. So this part reminded me of Jerome.
Oh,
Jorah and Dario are looking for Daenerys. They can come up a mountain. Jorah's like,
Stone?
Jorah's like, and I thought, I wonder if his chicken bones are hurting.
If his chicken bones are hurting. I haven't heard about achy chicken bones in a long time.
Yeah,
because I get sick of him bitching.
because
I
I
made
don't-
him stop going with me.
I don't go on hikes anymore.
Yeah, it's like, all
I'm a
right,
free man.
you were free in the first place.
I'm like fucking Jon Snow. My watch is ended, bitch.
and
done
you got a
hiking.
little pecker.
Wow. How did this turn on me?
I don't know. You're the one with the little pecker.
You're
Yeah. So and Dario's just giving fucking Jorah all kinds of shit.
yeah. He's like,
"Don't-
yeah, I'm fucking your girl, and yeah, she's
she's
a rough
crazy.
rider.
You couldn't handle her. You're too old. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fight you. I wouldn't want to fight you either because if I kill you, I just killed an old guy. But if you kill me, then I got killed by the old guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I would have punched him right in the face.
And then is it? It's
busting
there
his
too
balls
when
hard.
Jorah's like,
yeah, and then he's like,
And then
oh,
he-
by the way, eh.
Yeah.
and then he's like, I'll do it with my sword myself because you're a fucking
Yeah.
freak like grayscale.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw that scene, I thought of Hess because I was like, oh, Hess would have rubbed it on him. Because he said he would. He said that if he had grayscale, he'd just start touching people.
It's like if he had AIDS, he'd just like start poking people.
Yeah.
spitting on 'em,
No, that's
scratch
fucked.
and spit.
You
Well,
know,
Grayscale's
he
same
says
thing.
that's fucked. He literally said that'd be like him to do
Maybe
in a
I feel
podcast
little-
a couple
maybe
weeks
I'm-
ago.
Maybe I'm in a better mood this Monday as opposed to last Monday.
Like you pulled something out of your ass or something.
Well, just
Or-
maybe I'm in a better mood.
He's putting it in Abby's ear, and that puts him in
Ah.
a good mood.
Ear sex.
Brought to you by
Yeah.
Hess.
Fantastic.
Hey, we should do commercials. See, do little 30-second commercials.
All right, here,
later.
do a 30-second.
No,
Do it
next time
right
I
now?
Come over,
I was gonna say for ear
next time I
sex.
come over, or you come over here, we'll shoot some commercials.
I was gonna say you doing right now for ear sex, and I'll put in pictures and stuff.
Ear sex? I can't just do it off the top of the dome.
Why not?
This is a well thought out. It needs to be a well thought out process.
Haven't you heard of improv?
No.
What's that?
It's a stand-up comedy.
Oh
Bar
my god!
place.
All right.
North corner of University and Rural.
I know what it is. I know.
Well,
what
you
it is.
asked, motherfucker.
I was just trying to be a smartass. That's all.
Me too.
Clearly, I was.
Clearly, I wasn't.
If you're into ear sex, take it from me.
All right.
By
Maybe practice more.
slick little condoms.
Please stop. This is really bad.
Buy slick little condoms for your
Slick
Bye.
ear
little dick.
sex. I feel like
Bye.
he starts like questioning himself halfway through the ad, like ear sex.
Can I ask you a question? I
What?
don't want to come off as a dick here, but what was that commercial for? Was it for the condoms or was it for the ear sex?
It's a dual commercial.
Oh, there's a lot of those running around,
Mhm.
like Pepsi
First-
and Coke and
First
Taco
of
Bell,
its kind.
Pizza Hut.
And guess who created these? What do they call them?
I don't know. What's
An ad? Ear sex condom?
No,
Dual,
what-
a dual
little,
something.
Slick little condoms.
Yeah, slick little condoms. They're made by Slitty Finger. You can just cut all that out, yeah.
See, it's funny. How many people just turned off that podcast? If they made it this fucking far, they're like, yeah, whatever, dude. That was good. You want to do another one?
Do you want to do it? And you can make up your ad this time. Do another one, whatever you want.
We're not gonna do it right now. Maybe I'll think of one. We'll do it next Monday.
Okay.
We'll do a flaccid open with an ad. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Where did you get flaccid open?
I don't know.
Well, he even said different now. Before it was a soft flaccid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least he's getting closer. Cold open, flaccid open. Next week he'll get it right. Oh my god.
Maybe you do a commercial for phones.
Do you get phone calls a lot during podcasts? Take it from me, Hess. It's called Put Your Phone on
Yeah.
Vibrate.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do you get a lot of phone calls when you're trying to do something important? Well, you're going to want to buy the ad. Or not the ad, Jesus Christ. Stupid.
You're going to want to buy this advertisement so I can tell you how to turn your phone on Vibrate.
I was saying you want to buy the app. I was trying to say app and ad.
App.
An app to not answer my phone.
I thought I was going pretty good, and then I fucked it all up.
You mean like 10, 15 minutes
We
ago?
definitely couldn't. Can you imagine if we did a live podcast?
I can't imagine doing this. Like this.
We
is
did
fucked
do
up.
we did do a live podcast.
Yeah, it was
before.
horrible.
Yeah.
What did it get? 13 views?
No, they actually have quite a bit. Those when we did the night of and shit like that. I don't know how people watch those. What, are you
What
playing
are
with
you
your cock again?
doing?
Are you pulling out like a deck of cards?
What?
What?
He-
We can hear you.
You either have Skittles or a deck of cards in there. You think,
Just like he's like, I'm not eating. What are you talking about?
now he pulled his cock out.
You can't fucking stay still for an hour. And can we finish this?
52 minutes. We both left the room once. Someone's drilling on their car. Phoebe came in. He's getting phone calls.
He's done 2 commercials.
Yeah.
Neither one of them were good.
He's done not even
They were
half
bad.
of 2
They were
commercials.
Those are pretty embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie.
What did you call the rubbers? The condoms?
Slick little condoms.
Because he's got a slick little wiener.
Yeah.
I guess if you put it in an ear, it had
Yeah,
to.
because you put it in here, it's gonna be a slick little wiener. You know?
Can you record that? What he? Okay, where are we? Okay,
We're still probably the opening of episode 2. No, we're at the Jorah on the mountain, and he's like,
Yeah, we're
I
the.
have grayscale.
I have grayscale.
Yeah, remember this? Yeah, and then after that,
we gotta write this again because Roman has forgot.
then they show some fucking centipede walking down the wall. I was like,
Yeah,
what
I was
the
like,
fuck?
what the hell?
And then it was Marjorie. I was like, oh, okay.
Rando.
So the sparrow comes and talks to Marjorie forever. I didn't write a fucking single thing down because it was so boring.
And she goes,
I feel like I'm shitting on this, but I just don't care.
no, I agree.
And then she's
But
like,
no,
Because I feel like
can't
eventually,
say.
Yeah.
I feel like the high septon or whatever
High
spectacle
sparrow.
I
goes
expect
away
it.
eventually.
Aren't they in the septum? I can't say it.
Septum is your nose, isn't it? That's what the fucking thing
It's
is right
the
here.
sep.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
The sept,
let's not
yeah.
correct people on the Game of Thrones stuff. You call them the Songs of the Harpy.
No, I was just saying the septum is this, so I wouldn't think it'd be called a septum.
No, it's a
Yeah.
sep.
So when does the
And he's
lady
the high
when does
sparrow.
the Lady of Light show up?
Right.
Yeah.
So he
I
talks.
wasn't trying to be a dick. I really wasn't.
No, I know.
No.
I
It
was.
might have came off that way. I
No,
wasn't trying to be.
I was trying to be a dick.
We all
You
know
never
this.
trying to be a dick. He's always trying to be a dick.
Correct. So, anyways, so she's like,
Hey, do you remember that time I was sending you a bunch of pictures of poop?
I
don't know
remember
why.
that.
Yeah, no, I remember that. We don't have. We don't have.
He
We don't
runs
have
out
to
to
dwell on that so long.
he runs out to the living room. He's like, "It's someone from Indiana."
What the fuck? Well, I mean, you'd be weirded out too if you had no idea why, but you got like 47 different text message pictures of shit.
What? Wasn't there a reason?
It was just to fuck with
It was
them.
just to fuck with me. He asked you for my phone number to send me pictures of shit.
Yeah, and then I go, "What's your address?" And then I
I
told him, I
remember.
go, "I know where you live."
Yeah, and he sent me my address, and I was like, first this motherfucker sends me poop things, and then Taylor took my phone, and Taylor's like, we're calling the police on you. And I was like, well, that's going to make me look stupid. And then an hour later, it was Hess.
No, it was Hess the whole time.
I knew that, but I'm saying it was
It
revealed.
was always me.
It was revealed to be
I
Hess.
thought you did it for a reason.
I don't. Just because he hates poop, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it. Because I said
Yeah.
I was gonna like FaceTime him while I was pooping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I think you told him how me and you went to go poop around the same time, and you're like, "Yeah, you want to FaceTime while you poop?" I was like, "No, it's fucking disgusting."
Yeah.
So then he sends me every shit on the planet.
And some of it was his own.
It was right around the time we started podcasting together too. So right after that, I would text him about the podcast or he's coming over or whatever. And for like a while, I'd see little pictures of shit. I'd open my phone.
You could have deleted them.
Yeah, but I have to look at them to delete them. I wanted to get them out of there.
You could just delete the
Oh, I
whole
guess I could.
text.
I never thought about just deleting his contact, like the text in the. Yeah, I could have done that. All right, let's move
Wow.
on.
Yeah, you
We're
could've.
56 minutes in.
Good for us. And at least 4 or 5 minutes is like interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll see.
So
What
after
if you cut this down to like 10 minutes?
Probably could.
best combo, best podcast ever.
Heyo.
So after he talks to Margie forever, he lets her go see
Her
I-
brother.
So do you think she's playing him a little bit?
Yeah, but also
I do.
he's
Yeah.
trying to play her too.
Yeah.
They're
So
both
then-
trying to play each other like fiddles.
They're both trying to use each other like slick little condoms.
Anyways, so he goes. She talks to Loris, and he's lost his fucking mind. He's like, I don't care. I'll just get me out of here.
Yeah, I'll never suck a cock again. I swear.
You can shave my head and put a fucking swastika on my forehead.
He's like, I just
get me
want
the
it
fuck
to
out of
end.
here.
I just want it to end.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of a little bitch.
Yeah.
Which is weird because in the books, I think I don't know if he dies, but he has like molten poured on, or like
Oh, so he's like Daenerys' brother.
yeah. But if he's like he was storming a castle, they sent him away to go storm a castle. I think Cersei did, and then like they poured
Interesting.
shit on him. So like this
Oh.
is all made up at this point.
Well, so
Not
doesn't
the,
even-
the
does-
whole thing's made up.
doesn't
It's
even doesn't
a
even matter. I
fictional
guess.
place.
fictional characters.
Yeah. Then Cersei goes to see her little sonny poo, Tommen, but Pycelle's in there trying to give him advice. And then
she like
That
spies on
film.
him for like a minute, and then she storms like, "What are you doing in here?"
she's like, "Get out of here!" And it literally takes him 10 minutes to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Clink, clink, clink," clink. And they
Shuffle.
made it.
When
and
he
they
did
made
that-
it a wide shot too.
It actually reminded me of when Phoebe walks in the room and Ross tries to leave, because he like tries to get her on the table or whatever to get away from Phoebe.
Wow. Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I know, but that's just what it
That's
reminded
right,
me
because
of.
no one's watching it anymore, so who cares?
Yeah. So true.
Yeah, I hope. So then they go back to their little meeting, the small council meeting. It's
Yeah,
like
and they're
small
like-
council meeting part 2.
Electric Boogaloo. And they're like, we thought we told you not to come back.
Electric what?
Boogaloo.
Okay.
What do you think I said?
yeah,
But they're like,
Biggly boo.
they're like, we thought you got it last time. And they're like, oh, you want to hear this?
that we got a plan.
Chicken fuckers.
He said, Tommen told me not to do anything. You just got to stand there. So they got some plan against
Yeah.
the
They have something.
the Sons of the Sparrow, as you call them.
Mm-hmm.
I made that up.
Dude, some scream.
And then
Masks.
Theon's home.
Yeah.
And we're all glad.
I thought this scene was kind of funny because sister was like, "Fuck you! You think you're gonna be king?" And he's like, "No, I want you to." And she's like, "Oh, well, in that
yeah,
ca-
she came
in
off
that
a bit
in that
bitchy.
case, then welcome home, brother."
She came
She's
off
always been a bit bitchy, hasn't she?
Well,
no,
especially-
not really. She went to go save him once, and he said, "No, I'd rather stay in this dog cage. Go away from me."
Yeah,
Because he was already broken.
Well, she could have took him.
they could have escaped. Yeah.
yeah, he's a little bitch.
He's afraid of.
He's a little bitch and she's bitchy, and that doesn't combine well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like either one of them. I like her more than him, I guess. If like you stuck a gun to my head, I'd probably just tell you to shoot me. But if you
Wow.
made
But
me,
that would have nothing to do with them.
if you made me pick, I would be like, all right, I'll take her, I guess.
But before they shot you, would you be like, "Can I just know if he has a ball sack?"
No.
I would.
And then Osha's brought to Ramsey.
Oh yeah, and she's like riding him. She's like, "I'll tell you everything."
She's gonna,
Oh,
this
yeah.
worked on
I was very
fucking Reek.
disappointed. Yeah, I was very disappointed.
You knew that was gonna happen though, right? She
No,
Yeah, I
I
knew
don't-
it was- I
when
knew
we
it
were
was
watching
coming,
it,
but
I
I
had
was
no
like-
idea this was coming.
the first time.
Yeah,
I just didn't think it was gonna work on him
I
after
like-
she already did it.
I
Especially
really liked how he was like, "Oh yeah, it took Ramsey a little bit, or Theon a little longer to get talking, but he told me who took the boys and just stabbed her. That was pretty cool."
Yeah, he's too far ahead of everybody.
she looked a bit surprised when he stabbed her in the neck.
Yeah, once he started
Yeah.
talking, he's like, "Theon told me who." She's like, "Oh fuck,"
Yeah.
and went to get the knife. That was really cool.
I did like the fact how she falls down and she's like gurgling and shit, and he just like starts eating his pear and is like,
Yeah, 'cause he's a fucking psychopath.
psycho.
Yeah, he's a nut job.
And then John gets his letter.
Oh yeah.
So
This
basically,
is where
come
I perked back up. I was like, oh yeah.
come get your brother.
Motherfucker. And then so he was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, I got a brother."
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, I forgot about Rickon.
Then he stops reading once he gets to.
To the raping Sansa.
So I was like,
whatever.
I'll read it. I like
Yeah.
to get raped.
Well,
No, she didn't say that.
no, I don't. That's
No.
not what I heard.
No, but she's completely changed at this point.
Yeah.
She's not afraid of him.
She's like, "No, we better go fucking get him." They're
She's
like, "Oh,
already-
"We only have 2,000 men." He's like, "He's your brother," and he's like, "Fine."
your brother.
brother.
And then the
What the
last
fuck?
scene, Daenerys fucking burns everyone to death.
And walks out naked, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I am God."
You know what I was
Fucking
thinking?
on them titties.
If she ever makes it to anywhere where there's a White Walker,
Mm-hmm.
why doesn't she just bring a lot of fire? They can't get to her. She can just
Yeah.
stand in a ring of fire and be like, "Fuck you."
Or like, yeah, she could.
Maybe-
She
Maybe
could be like
put,
Johnny
uh,
Cash.
Maybe that's her end goal.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why doesn't she just get like a bunch of hot like lava in like a pit or something like that, tie it to 2 dragons, and as they fly over, pour it on the White Walkers?
Maybe she will.
Then that's how Game of Thrones ends.
is
With
that-
them being like, "Ah!"
They have to be pretty big things.
Well, yeah, they get like giant like cups of like hot shit, and the dragons fly it over.
There's a little slip.
I'm
there.
giving Hess a boner.
Yeah, there's a little slip there.
Why?
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it
How? What? Did I really slip?
because I was paying attention, but not really.
Kind of the story of the podcast.
Tell me after the podcast what I slipped on.
You didn't slip. It was kind of like a Freudian slip, sort of.
Oh, okay.
Freudian slip.
But yeah, I really enjoyed these 2 episodes. Even though there's the parts that we said on here were stupid. You really only say something stupid like that when you really care about the show, though.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I know it's coming and I want to get to
Well,
that.
yeah, see, that's part of it for me and you, what I was going to say earlier, but now Hess doesn't know what scene, so now I can say it, is when you know where some things are leading, you're like, well, this doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. That's
But-
the hard part.
But overall, everything's pretty much important.
Yeah, especially next episode. You excited for next episode? Now we told you something,
when
something
he
crazy
told
shit
me
happens?
what next episode was, like the name of it, and it's just that, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's a...
You said, just like that, you're like,
I
oh,
did.
I did
fuck.
exactly what you did. I pulled out my cock and just started beating it right in front of Winco.
Yeah, and then he got arrested.
Nice.
And I had to
Yeah.
go pick him up. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's why we were late for the podcast.
I was gonna say, is that why? Yeah, I gotcha.
No, but it's good. It's something happens in this next episode. You're gonna text us, like
Yeah, you probably will text us.
Okay.
But no one saw coming.
Yeah. Even the people that like pretend to know shit, everyone was
Yeah.
like,
No.
what the fuck?
No one was on Reddit going, "Oh, I think this is gonna happen."
Yeah, because it's something that happens that you can't even guess.
You can't guess, and I don't want to say it's obvious because it's not obvious.
But once it happens,
But when it happens, then you're like, "Oh fuck."
yeah.
It's been
You're like,
it's
oh,
been
that-
it's
that
been there the
makes-
whole
that
time.
makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
been there the whole time.
Mm-hmm. But it's real good.
So, like,
You've actually
the-
you yourself have actually mumbled it.
At least 10 times on the entirety of this podcast.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a really good episode. Anything else you guys want to say? Want to tell the folks?
Yeah, no, I need to go out and get some condoms for fuck some ears, I think. Okay, you sold me.
Really, that ad sold you? You're pretty easy to advertise to.
The new way to fuck, you won't get them pregnant. Fuck them in the ear.
Well, on that note, thanks for watching Random Ramblings this week, everybody. We'll be back next week with 2 awesome episodes of Game of Thrones Season 6. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys then.
Yeah, because you put it in here, it's gonna be a slick little wiener, you know.